Good morning, guys, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. On this channel, we talk mostly about fragrances, but we also do a little bit of minimalism, home decor, sometimes fashion. So if that is your thing, definitely make sure to subscribe. And today's video is going to be about 12 fragrances that everyone seems to like or that are quite popular that I actually really don't like. So this is completely on a whim. I actually just came up with this idea today to do this video, so it's kind of just for fun. So if you guys have or like any of these fragrances I'm about to mention, please don't take this to heart. This is completely just for fun, just for interest's sake, basically. And what one woman loves, another woman might really dislike. And I know that I really love certain perfumes that a lot of people don't like. So really it is just for fun. Please don't take offense. And without further ado, let's get into it. Number 1, Shoggoth Oud from Swiss Arabian. So this is a very popular fragrance. This is actually one of the first ones I blind purchased back when I was first getting into perfumes. And this has such a good reputation because it's seen as a more affordable dupe for Lancôme Oud Bouquet. However, I have to say I do have, and I have had other decants of the real Oud Bouquet, and compared to Shoggoth Oud, the real Oud Bouquet is a lot more smooth. It's not as screechy, it's not as harsh on my nose, and it doesn't give me a headache. Shoggoth Oud, unfortunately, something about it really gives me a headache. I just find it to be too pungent, too strong. I just can't do it. So that is the first one that I would say the majority of people that I see rave about, and I just cannot do this perfume. Number 2, Armani My Way. So this was actually a new release in 2020, and this is kind of a bright, bubbly, happy, tuberosy fragrance, and it's very uplifting, and there's really nothing wrong with it. I don't think it's a bad perfume. I just really don't like it. To me, it kind of bored me a little bit. It didn't really strike me as anything exciting or interesting. I just don't like it. But I do have an issue with a lot of fruity florals. My fruity florals have to have something kind of special about them for me to like them. And yeah, this one to me just wasn't very special. Number 3, Rouge Malachite from Armani Privé. So this is one that I actually blind purchased a few months ago based off of all of the hype, probably specifically Demi Rawling, because she had talked about this one so much. And this is a beautiful fragrance, don't get me wrong. It's a very nice white floral with some benzoin, and it's got some spices, and it's a very deep, rich, kind of a seductive fragrance. And although it is nice, I just couldn't get past that sage note in the opening, that spicy sage. I just didn't like it. I feel like if that would have been gone, I probably would have really liked this one, but a lot of people compare this one to Alien Fusion, and I personally prefer Alien Fusion if I had to pick one. Number 4, Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. Now this is probably the most popular one on my entire list, and it's one that I just don't care for at this point. I actually used to wear this one when it first came out. This is a very sexy, bright, citrusy, kind of a woody, musky women's fragrance, and although I do really like it, and I used to wear this actually all the time, I find that it does give me a little bit of a headache. There's something about it that I just don't love anymore as much as I used to when it first came out. However, I am considering bringing it back or at least retesting it because my boyfriend really, really likes it, and I do like to wear perfumes that he really likes on me as well, so I am kind of considering giving it another look, but as of yet, it's one that I just don't have in my collection. Number 5, Alien Eau Extraordinaire. So this is like the summertime citrusy, bright version of Alien that comes in that exorbitant gold flashy bottle, and this one I know quite a few people say that they really like it. I know that Paulina Shar specifically says she really likes this one. It's one that I just can't do, and I love Alien. Alien is my favorite perfume of all time. I like many of the flankers, but I do not care for Alien Eau Extraordinaire. To me, this one basically smells like you took Alien and you watered it down and added some citruses, and it just takes away what I really love about Alien, which is that bold, purple smelling, like deep, dark, amber, woody, bold jasmine. That's what I really love about the original Alien, so to me this one kind of almost ruins it for me. So again, my personal opinion, if you love Alien Eau Extraordinaire, please don't take offense. I just can't do that one. Number 6, Marc Jacobs Perfect. This one also came out in 2020. This is the one that has the really cool bottle lid with all of the dice, and I'm not even sure what else is all on the lid. It's like a really interesting mishmash of stuff on the cap. And this one for me, again, this one just totally missed the mark. I feel like 2020 was a year of a lot of failed perfumes. I feel like they came out with a lot of perfumes this year that just weren't that exciting, including like Givenchy Irresistible. That one was just sort of bland and not exciting and kind of plain. And I feel like this one falls in that same category. It's not bad, it doesn't smell terrible, but it's not that good. There's so many better fruity floral fragrances out there on the market than Marc Jacobs Perfect. Number 7, Kayali Elixir. So if you guys watch my channel, you know that I'm actually a big fan of most of the Kayali fragrances. My only complaint with most of them is the performance, apart from the vanilla and the Deja Vu. I do wish that they would amp up the performance or make them an extrait de parfum or something like that. But the Kayali Elixir is the only one out of the entire range that I actually can't wear. There's something about it that I just don't like. It's just completely subjective. I know a lot of people love this fragrance, but for me, there's something I can't do. I think it's the combination of the apple and the jasmine and the patchouli. I don't know. I don't have any other fragrances that have apple, so maybe that's the key that I don't really care for, but there's something about it that I just really, really don't like. So yeah, haven't even tried wearing that one. Number 8 is Lancome Oud Bouquet. So this is kind of a branch off of number 1, which was Shoggoth Oud. I do like Oud Bouquet, don't get me wrong. I think it smells absolutely beautiful and intoxicating and unique and bold and rich. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance. But again, it's just one of those ones that I can't do for headache reasons, basically. It kind of just is too heady for me. It just gives me a headache. I would like to experiment with it a little bit more though. I do have a decant, but I think that for me, I just need to explore other rose options because this particular combination of praline, oud, and rose, for some reason, is just not working for me. All the dupes that I try, the real Oud Bouquet, all the different types that are kind of in that same category, I just can't do them. So I think that's just one combination I'm going to probably have to stay away from. Number 9, Chanel Chance Eau Tendre. So this actually might be the most popular one on this entire list, actually, now that I think about it. This is a really nice, mass-pleasing, fruity floral fragrance for women. I actually blind purchased this one as well way back in the beginning of COVID when they took all the testers off the shelves. When I first started getting into perfumes, I was like, yes, I'm going to get that one because everyone raves about it and I'm sure I'm going to love it. And I didn't love it. I actually personally prefer all of the other Chance fragrances. If you guys watch my channel, you know that the original Chance EDP and original Chance Eau de Toilette, those are my two favorite Chances out of the whole Chanel collection. I think that the Tendre is great for maybe younger people, younger girls. Like I think if I was 19, 20, 21, that might have been my favorite and I probably wouldn't like the original Chance. I don't know. I'm not that old. Like I'm not an old person, but I personally just prefer the original Chance. And don't mark my words though, because sometimes I do go back to the perfume counter and I re-smell the Chance Eau Tendre and I start thinking maybe I can like it, maybe I'll like it, maybe I'll like wearing it more than I like the way it smells on paper. I don't know. So that might be one that I will re-explore in the future simply because I do love all of the other Chance fragrances. Number 10, Carolina Herrera Good Girl, the original Eau de Parfum. This one was another blind purchase in 2020, and again, I bought it because it was super hyped up. Everybody was raving about it, especially Jeremy Fragrance. He was probably my biggest motivator in terms of buying that perfume. And yes, it was sexy, and yes, it was bold and dark and deep and all that stuff, but I just didn't care for it. There's something about it that just bothered me. I don't know if it was the tuberose, if it was like the combination of the florals with the coffee and everything else. I'm not sure. I have a lot of beautiful white floral fragrances and I love coffee and I love a deep gourmand fragrance. But there was something about this one that just, it just wasn't my favorite, to put it simply. And I found it very headache inducing as well. And I know a couple of other people have also said that they find Good Girl to be headache inducing. So yeah, that was one that I didn't keep around for very long, unfortunately. I wanted to love it. I tried to love it. It just didn't work out. Number 11, By the Fireplace from Maison Margiela. This is a beautiful scent. Do not get me wrong, you guys. I love the way this smells. This is gorgeous. However, it's one of those fragrances that I would rather use as a candle or a room spray, or like I would like my bedroom to smell like that or my living room. I think it smells so, so good, but it's not something I personally myself would want to smell like. If I want to wear something, I want it to be a little bit more not so realistic, like wood burning and marshmallows and whatever. I want to smell maybe a little more feminine or more floral. That's just a personal preference. Love the way By the Fireplace smells, but I like smelling it more than I like actually wearing it, if that makes any sense. And number 12 on our list is Eau de Soleil Blanc from Tom Ford. Not to be confused with Soleil Blanc, the eau de parfum. I'm talking about the eau de toilette. So unfortunately, the eau de parfum doesn't seem to be available anywhere near me where there's a tester. It is on my wish list to try because I think I might like it. I'm not 100% sure. Both of them seem to be very sunscreeny. I've tried a dupe for the Soleil Blanc and it was just very kind of over the top coconutty sunscreeny, but the Eau de Soleil Blanc for me was a little too citrusy. You guys know me, I don't love my citrus fragrances. If I do, they have to be a certain way, like a little bit of a chypre, something with some oak moss, something with some patchouli. I don't love just a basic citrus, and for me this one just didn't wow me. Plain and simple. I know a lot of people really love it, but the Eau de Soleil Blanc just wasn't my type of citrusy coconut fragrance. Yeah, so that was the last one. So that was it for today's video, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed. It was just something for a little change of pace. If you haven't already, I would love if you would consider heading on over and following me on Instagram as well, where I share a lot of things about my life that I don't usually share on YouTube. And I'll see you guys all next time. Bye for now.